recording, but it's also recording to my hard drive because I'm a gangster. And I think I'm going to tweet this.
The great thing now is I have 2 monitors set up now, so now I'm looking at
nice, dude.
Full screen of you, and I got to play with my own little thing on the side.
Awesome.
And I've got some good talking points.
Woo. We're live.
Hey!
Hi, everybody!
Welcome back.
Welcome back. It's been a while since you've been here.
Yeah. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah, for real. I'm typing on the Facebooks.
Oh, wait, Twitter it.
I already did.
Oh, okay,
I got you. I am like on top of this, like a cherry on top of a sundae. You know
what we gotta do? We gotta train a bird, our own little carrier pigeon, to let everyone know we're podcasting.
I love that. It goes to everyone's windowsill and goes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, they're so live right now.
Oh my god, what if Twitter evolved to that form where it's just like, we are giving out rental pigeons for you to use for tweeting.
That's a good idea. It's actually a really brilliant idea.
I actually looked up how to do like a carrier pigeon. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's not that bad to train one.
Yeah.
It'd just be crazy. Imagine like, oh yeah, you're gonna have a message come by via bird in about like 20 minutes.
It's kind of weird because you're like anticipating the message and you know what bird's
gonna come from. You know, it's nuts.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a perch and you train it to go to like certain perches.
Yeah,
and you don't always know how to navigate back home. So that's kind of crazy.
That's actually kind of cool though.
Yeah,
I miss
the psychology of how they train them is kind of nutty.
Yeah. So, bird, you're gonna for the rest of your life, you're gonna take this note and you're gonna move it to another place, and then that's it. You're done.
Yeah, that's it. You're done.
You're done.
A little treat.
And then you die. We're gonna shoot it in the back of the head, so it can never relay the message to the enemy.
Poor birdies.
That looks gay. We just took a drink at the same time.
Our juice. You mean our juices?
Our juice. Oh yeah,
my
beer,
strawberry juice.
Yeah, mine's Fortune, whatever that is. So yeah, man, it's been a while. It's been like what, a week or so. You've been moving and shit.
Yeah, I've been in the midst of lots of stuff, and crazy stuff has happened since then. So we got lots of things to talk about.
Yeah, man.
The coolest thing is I met Grumpy Cat this week.
Dude.
Highlight of my freaking week out of all the shit that went down.
I fucking want to shake your hand and never let go. Did you pet it? Wait, did you pet it?
Oh, I held it, pet it.
You held her.
Yeah, I held it. It's amazing.
Oh my god, man. Oh, she's such a cutie. She's a little boy.
She is retarded. Like, she doesn't do much.
Don't say that. She is just grumpy. Special.
She's a grumpy, retarded cat that's a millionaire.
Oh, she's so cute.
She sells Friskies.
Oh, whatever. Sell anything. I don't care. Good for you. Good for you, little kitty.
No, it was awesome. And
that's cool.
The owner was there. Skinny little blonde thing. I don't even know what the owner looked like until she came.
Really? I've seen her in a documentary before when I was like super obsessed.
You know?
Yeah.
I've only seen the cat.
Yeah.
And then of course I met the cat's bodyguard / handler, which is
weird.
Which is weird. It's
That's really weird.
This cat has a bodyguard.
Yeah. Like, wait a second. Where are we? We're living in this world now that a little innocent animal needs a bodyguard.
Makes more money than both of us combined.
It literally does. A little cat makes more money than both of us combined, and probably like a few other friends combined.
Yeah.
Stupid money. Wow, man. But how much do you think the handler makes?
Dude, I mean, that cat rolls in money. Everyone's getting a share. I don't know. Probably a lot.
Wow.
You know, like, imagine you and I had some pet and it became famous. Like, all those commercials will start doing all that revenue.
It's true.
Do you think the pet's getting this? I mean, I've read a case where like this woman who died left in her will all her money to her cat, but the cat can't do anything with it, so someone has to take it. It's like, doesn't make any sense.
That's weird. I know a few people in my life that had like a really talented, beautiful pet, right? And for whatever reason, they never pursued the modeling career. Excuse me. And for whatever reason, like like I said, they never pursued the modeling career, and I don't know, like, it's like, dude, you're sitting on a gold mine. Like, it's not a bad thing. Your pet is fucking adorable, and people want to look at it and love it and enjoy it and have fun with it. And it's like, just do something. Just rock it. Just make an Instagram, make a Twitter, and just have fun with it and see what happens. I guarantee you someone will jump in and go, "Oh my god, I love your dog. She's so cute. Oh my god." And like, you'll just get that times a trillion, and you'll make money eventually.
All that karma. Yeah, oh yeah, through your Twitter.
Karma.
I mean, get all those followers.
Yeah, dude. Jesus. Speaking of, dude, karma. All right, I've recently come to the conclusion that the school of hard knocks on the internet is Reddit. Good luck trying to get a lot of karma on Reddit. Like when you think you have something good. Like we always think like, oh, this picture's gonna be awesome, or oh, this caption's gonna be so funny. Haha, lol. You post it. Like for instance, I made a stupid YouTube video of Mario Kart using
which is hilarious.
It's kind of funny, right? It makes me giggle.
On this podcast, I don't know if we get in trouble for it because
I don't want to show it. If anyone wants to see it, it's Mario Kart for what? It's basically Lil Jon. It's just Lil Jon. And it's great. Luigi, serious as fuck. Motherfucker, he's got a look in his eye that he just wants to kill. And then
you should have made it so much longer. Like I was getting into it, I'm like, yeah.
It just cuts right at the right part.
I'm like, no.
I did it on purpose because of the time restraints and shit, and I don't want to get it taken down. But anyway, I posted that on the gaming Reddit or the subreddit gaming. Thing got raped. People were like, downvote, downvote, downvote. Yeah, downvote. Why? The one guy's like, why are you posting this here? What is the purpose? It's like, bitch, it's for LOL. It's for you to laugh and you to just go, that's funny, and move on with your life. People would take it so seriously. Reddit's crazy.
Reddit is okay. So I was going to talk to you about this. I was like too much to type. I just like might as well just talk to you about it. So
whisper in my ear.
Basically, in Reddit's early days, you had your core subreddits, right? Which is really if you've never logged in before or created an account, which I'd urge you to do because Reddit is more than just what you see at first glance. It's much more than that. You got to break.
Reddit's awesome, man.
The mainstream subreddits are so wackadoo right now. It's like
wackadoo. I like that.
No, but they are. I mean, our technology was taken off the main core of subreddits because of censoring.
Yeah.
Crazy things like that. In mod abuse and all this other insane stuff.
Yeah.
But you gotta delve deeper into the other subreddits because there's different genres that'll cater to everything. So our gaming is like right now they've tried to just wipe out all the bullshit and try to get I mean it still gets on there. I don't know, like people who have certain levels of karma and status already in the online would probably get favored over other people that don't.
Yeah.
So I mean like with your example, it's not like newsworthy in an R gaming subreddit. It would have been like
I'm an idiot and I posted in the wrong spot, eh?
Basically that's what
Canadian,
eh? Yeah.
Okay.
But, so basically, you gotta like kind of just cherry pick your subreddits. Like I told you, like try the R Wii U or R Nintendo.
See, I didn't know that there was a Wii U one. I forgot all about that. I'm like, duh, I should have fucking put in the Wii U one because I'm sure there's some silly stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, I think there's one...
I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to do it right fucking now. I'm going to take this link, and I'm going to go to Reddit. I'm listening, by the way. You can keep talking, sweetie. It's okay.
Title, like, this is how pumped I am for Mario Kart.
I can multitask. All right, here we go. I'm going to post it on... The hell? Okay, submit a link. Come on, load.
Yeah.
There we go.
Crafts.
URL, suggest title. Cool. And I'm going to post it. It is right now 9 o'clock. Perfect. It's 9 o'clock. I'm going to submit this.
Oh, wait. Before you submit, did you submit it?
Oh, I'm done. Yeah, I submitted it.
Okay.
Why?
One other thing that you can get views on is like when you do like where it says suggested title, what did it give you?
The exact name of my YouTube video, which is actually kind of nice.
Okay, that's perfect. Done.
So people are going to look at like, wait, Mario Kart for what? What do you mean? For what? And all of a sudden...
Yeah, exactly. I like it. So good.
It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Well, you know what? I'm very excited about Mario Kart and what they've done. I made a playlist of their entire soundtrack today, which is
I saw that. That was actually very cool of you.
You've listened to all of it. It's great. Like they've stepped up their game. Music-wise.
Is Rainbow Road amazing?
Holy crap. What the soundtrack?
Yeah. Is it a good track?
Moo Moo Meadows.
Moo Moo Meadows.
Yeah, Moo Moo Meadows is a shit. I think it's one of the best
sounds
ones.
cool. Moo Moo Meadows.
If you've seen the the video of them doing it. Like, it's just two guys, two Asians, like one on violin, one on the acoustic guitar doing slap guitar. And it's amazing though. They're doing
cool.
like way step up above the other, predecessing versions.
Yeah.
So
it looks really good. Like, it really does look better than Xbox 360. It doesn't look necessarily like, oh my god, it's next gen, but it's nice.
It's that Nintendo style.
Yeah.
Except for the little HD pop in there. That's it.
It's cool. I like the tournament system and everything too.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
My god, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. It might go competitive. If Smash Brothers goes, I mean, they just...
The Wii one was competitive. The 7 is competitive. Mario Kart is one.
Well, I'm talking about like when people go to Twitch TV and tune in to like tournaments. Dude. That's what I'm talking about.
It's gonna get nuts.
Because, for instance, like Smash Brothers, right? I'm not a gigantic Nintendo person. I used to be, but Smash Brothers was fun as hell in college with you and everyone else, right?
Oh, right.
But
yeah.
I remember reading recently that they're going to be doing tournaments, right, with the Invitational for the new Smash Brothers, not the old one, but the new one, which is kind of crazy because that opens up a whole plethora of other tournaments starting up for money, and the game might be really good. Yeah. Like, mechanically.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. And, the one reason why I think you may, and also others have fallen out of touch with the Nintendo is like, we're not all on a couch anymore. We're not all in the same house like we were
I'm
like
at a desk every day of my life.
In college.
Yeah.
All just sitting there and just like can play at any time. This is like kind of Nintendo's like one last huge leap to get this online system right. Now, the 3DS does this actually really well, the online.
Mm-hmm.
Like through Mario Kart 7, I can go up to someone that doesn't even have the game and play with them online. Like, they've made a crazy system
that's really cool, man. You can share your video game with that person.
They don't have to buy
cool.
it. It's freaking crazy. I'm like, no one would ever like think to do that.
Hey,
they always
mister,
think, I need money.
Yeah.
Hey, mister, I really like Mario Kart. Can I play?
Yeah, buddy, sure. You hook it up, boom, done. That's cool. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, so right now it's just like, what is the Wii U going to handle? And is the online really going to flush out with the amount of volume of players going on?
Yeah.
The Wii Mario Kart version actually worked pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I played a lot with Tommy and Trent back in the day.
I wasn't into that, man. I couldn't get into it. You guys were too intense.
All the time. Like, it was crazy.
I noticed that when I remember hanging out at your house, or not, it was your house and also on 38th. I remember being at the house and you all were playing online but together, and it was really intense. Like, the people that were playing,
you see, like,
yeah, everyone's yelling and shit, like, "Fuck you! I hate your mom!" And like, "Whoa, what the hell?"
But I'm banana.
Blue shell, bitch.
Blue shell, son of a bitch.
I remember seeing like, people's ranks, and like there would be like the Japanese guy with like the golden like steering wheel, and he's like a badass because he uses a freaking steering wheel, that plastic thing from McDonald's. Like,
I think it's so hard, and the guys are like, we're nuts.
A god. He was a god with it. You couldn't touch him. He was amazing. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I could watch that shit though. Mario Kart's fun to watch because it gets really, it gets really intense.
Because anything can happen, and that's one of the coolest things. Is like
that's true. That's actually really true.
Where like almost like the unexpected could happen, where you could even fuck up by yourself. Or, they also have skill involved. A lot of people don't even, like, realize that there is skill involved with Mario Kart, like, to a huge degree.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Like, every little, like, very minuscule details, like, where you're gassing and you're, like, turning, that'll slightly slow you down. Mm-hmm. Going completely straight will speed you up.
Dude, people love that game. People love that crazy drifting shit and the movement. It's an arcade fun game.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
I'm okay with it. Like, I just, obviously, like I said, I sold all my, like, gaming gear and stuff like that, so I don't have anything anymore other than my computer and my laptop. But if I had that stuff, I'd play. You know, like,
hey, you never know. You get the bundle. They give you a huge amount of stuff in there.
You know what you sound like right now? You sound like a fucking crack dealer. Hey, if you buy you buy one bit of Coke, you go second free, hey?
How about that Nintendo Bundaroo?
Bundaroo! Speaking of games, fucking the new Call of Duty.
I glanced at a trailer, then I was like, I didn't actually see the whole thing yet.
You didn't see the whole thing with Kevin Spacey and everything?
I heard his voice for like 5-10 seconds.
He's in it. He's like the main guy.
I know.
It looks, okay. It looks like a
little small snort of cocaine. You're like, oh god. They go back.
No, maybe. No. No, what okay. So the game could be third person view, which will change everything. I'm going to tell you this right now because you'll be able to do cover system. You'll be able to dive. You'll be able to duck behind things. You'll be able to you'll feel more acrobatic. And it actually adds a really interesting perspective, especially when you customize your avatar. Because in Call of Duty Ghosts, they foreshadowed the in-game market with like DLC for like getting a new mask or getting a new body armor, right?
Yeah.
So if they make a third person, you can show that stuff off. Your Twitch viewers can watch you do it. Watch you wear out cool stuff. But I've played games like Space Marines 40K, which is a Warhammer 40K game on PC, and it's an excellent game. And the third-person fighting is pretty fun. But Call of Duty, it might be a little weird at first, but I think with the fluid craziness of Call of Duty mixed in with a third person could be kind of fun. And the graphics are amazing. They abandoned 360. I think they abandoned 360 and PS3, so they're able to go full bore. No holding back on graphics and intensity, because the entire trailer, by the way, is Xbox One, and the graphics look retarded.
Nice.
So PC is going to be really intense and very nice. It could be good. Could be. I don't know. It's a new company, so who the hell knows?
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I just think though. I mean, these Call of Duty guys might like it a lot because it might be a nice fresh start.
Well, did you remember listening to my idea about like how COD should be? Like, it's a great game and all. Like, remember how I said like you keep buying the same game with these variants of change,
yes, the
right?
yearly membership.
Yeah, I mean, you got such. Yeah, okay, EA, listen up if you're listening. I mean, because I don't know if I'm ever gonna put the initiative to do this like on like a separate game, but either way, well, I don't think they'll ever do it because they keep raping people's wallets. Anyway, you keep buying the same game. It's like they're coming out every 6 months now. It's like, what was the last one out?
Dude,
like
this
6
new one's
months.
coming out this year on November 4th.
Yeah, and it was just like yesterday.
It's fucking Madden. It's Madden. That's what it is, man.
So my idea was, if you want to play COD, do a one-time purchase on a COD game that gets updated frequently. You could do different, like how they broke it down with Bad Company too. Remember how you could just play Vietnam?
Yeah.
So you could do the same deal, like if you maybe it wouldn't have to be DLC, but depending on how they price it out, like you could just start going down the list of the certain levels of games or content. Let's say could be the same mechanics, just variances of levels. Just like, let's say if you want to do Black Ops 2, within this game scenario, you're going to be dealing with dogs and spy drones and all the other crazy shit that they threw in that game. And then you're just paying a subscription fee because the dev team is already just constantly building out and pumping out this material on a constant basis. Yep. Why even wait? Like, once the new game comes out, it's like already fresh right on your machine. You're ready to go. It's easy. You don't have to pay that much every freaking time for a new piece of copy pasta.
Yeah.
This doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And you know what also doesn't make sense is, like, how can you ignore where the future's headed? Subscriptions. Look at Netflix, look at Hulu. The cable market is getting nailed like crazy, like hit hard, and people want to pay for what they use. People don't want to pay just to pay and just to call it a day, dude.
Yeah. Well, like the other benefit with it, the only other benefit with this is because development and technology is like speeding up like light years now. Like, you can get something out really fast. So
it's true.
Does it make why does it even make sense to pump these games out like every day? Like, why are you gonna it could be like in the future, if this never changed, you could be like every 3 months you could be buying a COD game.
Do you think it's going to head that way because of like speed of computers and like technology and stuff and cloud computing, where like you'll wake up the next day and your entire game's different?
I would lose a little faith in humanity if people kept buying into that, because even if it did, I think they'd lose a lot of revenue, and then it would. What do you
mean? What do you mean? Like, who would lose a lot of revenue for what? What do you mean?
Oh, I'm saying if they just started doing that like on a 3-month every cycle basis of releasing a new COD game.
Sure,
why would people would really begin to question, like, what the hell? Like, you're raping my wallet, and this is
you know what? You're right about that, because people kind of want to like build on something. They want to like keep playing that game that they loved or they fell in love with. That when they started. But mean, part of me wants to think though, if you got a game that you love, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say a month or two goes down the road, and after a while it's like becoming stale, and the next day you wake up and it's all like updated with like new shit. Right. That's cool, and that's what they keep talking about with Xbox One, with the cloud computing and like like live patches, where like you're playing a game, the shit's patched, and it kicks you back into the game, and boom, your shit's patched and you're good to go.
Yeah,
kind of cool.
Yeah, and this is great for people exploiting bugs and
taking
away the competitive aspect of keeping things fair. And for people who really find bugs and utilize them, it'll be a short window. And congrats to you for finding the bug and exploiting it, but it'll be fixed quicker than you think.
Yeah, that's true.
Once it's been exploited.
I was talking to my friend actually like a couple mornings ago, and she works for the Army. She's really cool. She does graphic design once in a while on the side, and she was talking about on Photoshop and how like she has the CS edition, but like she started with like the old one, and I was thinking to myself, I go, you know what? Why we can do this right now? Why is Photoshop a program, you're like, let's say, Adobe in general. Why are they programs on your hard drive? Why couldn't they be on a website based, where
cloud.
A cloud, where it's a website. You log in, you have now Photoshop on a website. You go to File, Open. You open up your PSD on your computer. It starts working inside the website, and you can then save out and be done with it. Imagine that. You could be on a tablet. You have Photoshop wherever you go. You can be on someone else's computer for the time being. You can have all your actions saved, all your styles saved. Dude, that is the future. That's where they're headed, right?
It's a great idea. The only cons that people face are, A, not everyone has great internet. B, sometimes internet outages happen, and what happens in an emergency when you need to work.
That's very true. You're right.
In a perfect world, when we somehow figure out where we can always have internet without like relying on maybe the grid or power grid, we'll be fine. Then that will work.
That's
great.
True, actually, man. That's a good fucking point you just made. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I know.
That scares me,
think
dude.
about it, because that's like what happened with the Xbox One, and you're like, oh, this always online thing. I'm like, wow, you're really being bold with this now. Like, it is ahead of its time.
And they're gonna do it eventually once everyone's on gigabit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they just rolled it back. They're like, we'll roll it out when.
Okay, you guys win. Wink, wink, wink.
Yeah, wink. Yeah.
Those bastards, man, they know what they're doing. They got millions of freaking dollars. They know exactly what they're doing.
Well, you know what? I don't know what they're going to be. Xbox and Sony are going to have to evolve to new heights, and that's why I think Sony's investing in the Oculus Rift. Xbox is kind of going the way of motion and Kinect.
Well, they're making their own VR.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
We just don't have. We haven't seen it yet. It's called the Fortalista or something like that. That's what its code name is. Fortalista. It was leaked in those documents. Remember back in 2010?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
So, yeah, that's right. Where they're doing a lot of crazy stuff. I mean,
augmented reality, man.
Augmented reality, motion, like they're gonna have a whole blend of like Kinect and virtual reality. I don't know what it'll be kind of crazy to see what they come out with. And it's funny to know that. You remember the movie with Scarlett Johansson and it's the Island, I think it's called. Remember that movie where they're all like underground, they're clones. You don't remember this movie? That
sounds.
The Island?
With Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah,
I love Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, she's sexy in it, of course. But
of course, she's always sexy. She can wake up and she's like, "Oh, you're so sexy."
Here, let me send you the IMDb page. Maybe it'll refresh your memory because there's something in this movie.
When you said the Island, it reminds me of the Justin Timberlake. Or wait, is it Justin Timberlake? It's not Justin Timberlake. That one movie, The Island. Oh, no, sorry. Leonardo DiCaprio. Whoopsie! Remember that? Remember the movie where he's like, you find out it's all bullshit? Fuck that movie. That movie is retarded.
Yeah, this is about a man goes on the run after he discovers that he's actually a harvestable being, and he's being kept in a source of replacement parts. So basically, they're in an underground facility, and the elites have had enough money to buy a technological clone of themselves, like that are basically little slave workers in this facility underground.
How have I not seen this movie?
So basically, when the elite gets hurt, like if they ever had a severe, like a cut limb or some cancer of a certain organ, they have their surrogate basically called like a lottery. Like they have this lottery where they're like, who wants to escape the facility and go to the island? Like it's all an illusion. Like everyone's really excited about leaving the facility and going to the island. It's like made out to be this like incredible paradise. And when their number gets called, everyone like roots them on, and they get shuttled out away from view, and then they get brought upstairs, and that's when they get strapped down to a table, and then they get they get killed. Well, I mean, they put them to sleep, and they'll go into surgery, and then they'll take out whatever the elite person needs, the person that bought the clone. Okay,
so it's like the Holocaust-ish.
Kind of
lying, like, hey, come on, everyone take showers, and everyone's dead.
Michael Bay did this movie. He's the director.
Wow.
But this is one of his good ones, actually, in my opinion, because
sounds crazy, man.
It takes place in the future, and the cool thing about it, they go over things that a lot of this is coming to pass. Nanobot technology, and then in the facility they have an Xbox, and the cool thing is, this is not
like an actual Xbox.
No, well, here's the thing: they have the logo go on, and on this screen in the back. Yeah. You don't see a console. They're not holding controllers. They're fighting in like augmented reality and virtual space.
Oh wow!
Yeah. So it's interesting that they like.
It's like foreshadowing where we're headed.
Yeah, basically.
Wow,
basically,
dude.
They're in a fighting game and they're actually fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like, physically, but they're like just throwing punches in the air, and they're like seeing each other like hit each other.
What?
Like, yeah, it's nuts.
Cool.
Yeah. Check it out.
I got to check that out. It's funny. Another movie that was brought up to me before this podcast was called KPAX. Have you ever seen that with Kevin Spacey? K-PAX.
Really? Wait.
Have you seen that? He wears red glasses, and he's apparently like some crazy guy in a psycho ward, but he thinks he's like from another planet or something. I don't know.
Whoa. Wait a minute. How am I seeing this?
Wow.
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 All right.
Oh,
I looked it up on
boy.
IMDb. Oh, freaking what's his name is in it? Jeff Bridges. I'm totally watching
Jeff Bridges.
KPAX.
Yeah. My buddy just told me about it. Yep,
Great.
2001. I was in 11th grade when that was going down, so I definitely did not watch it. I was too busy doing stupid shit with my friends.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to try to check that out.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely. I don't know, man. Like, I think we're headed. Like, for instance, like those movies you were just talking about. I don't know if we're gonna be able to pretend. Like, okay, this is actually a really deep idea that I just came up with. Back in the day when I was a young teenager, before I had status, before I had to page it. No, I'm just kidding. Back in the day when I was, God, where'd that come from? Back in the day when I was, when we were watching movies like E.T. and all that stuff, okay? Yeah. Like, not E.T., but just these crazy movies with, like, technology and stuff like that. It was foreshadowing, like, oh, people talking to each other on, like, little earphones and little devices and, like, and, like, typing on crazy-looking shit, right? We're coming to the point where that's becoming reality. So then what's next to foreshadow our future? Because let's face it, Hollywood people are in the business to further develop our country or our planet. Are we going to just start seeing lots and lots and lots of alien stuff before we start meeting them in person, or see something that's alien-esque, like either artificial intelligence from a computer or something like that? Like, what? Like, eventually there's going to be a point in time when someone's like, super futuristic movies set in 3024, but everything that they're using is like stuff we use in a day-to-day basis, like an iPad or an iPhone, right? So, like, if they push it further where it's like telepathy, is that where we're headed? Are we going to have telepathy?
Oh, physically?
Yeah, like in reality, like using
wise.
Sorry, not to cut you off, but using Hollywood as a tool rather than an entertainment thing.
If you're just talking about Hollywood, let's look at what
like
they've
for
done
movies.
in the past 5 years.
Star Trek alone has predicted everything we have right now between Google Glasses and fucking the iPad.
Yeah, what do you think has done what? Yeah, well, look what they have done the most: alien movies, going into space. What else has been pushed? What else has been like? Nothing else. Nothing has been gone to that extreme level. Maybe
the only thing that keeps
being... people with getting powers, crazy stuff like that.
The only thing that has actually been pushed is apocalyptic shit. Like everyone's dead or everything's broken and everyone's like super fucking all over the place and no one knows what the hell is happening. That's the only thing that hasn't happened yet, and I feel like.
Well, it's like, is it going to come down to that paradigm where we're going to face that and then triumphant through a different period of time? You
want to know why I don't think it's ever going to happen, like the apocalypse?
Well, not an apocalypse, but let's say, well, no, you know what the definition of apocalypse means? It's not.
Unveiling.
It's
actually a
not.
good thing.
I'm not
When I say
talking about,
apocalypse,
yeah,
I'm
I'm not
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually a very tarnished label.
Oh, it is, because it's so easy to fuck with. People get
Yeah.
afraid, like the apocalypse. Oh my god, I gotta.
Everyone's gonna die and LA is gonna have a big earthquake. And
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
Sack.
Yeah, where is he? Oh my god, where is he? Like, people are gonna be like, my iPhone's not gonna work anymore. I won't be able to text my friends. How am I gonna do anything? Oh my god! Like, people are gonna freak the fuck out. But really, the apocalypse isn't anything to do with that. People, listen. The word apocalypse in Latin means unveiling.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
A new change.
A change, unveiling, newness. It doesn't mean destruction of the fucking universe or destruction of the planet. No, it doesn't.
Things are going to be wearing away, like basic
Old
jobs
stuff, like dinosaur shit.
Dinosaur shit. But that's the
know?
that's the thing, because people attach themselves to this. So actually, it's a symbolism of death. In a way, think about
it's
this
a death of an old system and birth of a new system, whereas we have a hard time as humans relating that because we're like afraid. We're always afraid. We're afraid of everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, just don't think it as a system. Like you can get down to the point of like, what's one passion that you love that you attach yourself to?
Puppies.
Puppies,
I love puppies.
Well, something that. Give me something like, okay, well let's put our phones for example.
Okay,
right?
our magical rectangle.
We like our phones. We're on
I love my phone.
Don't you freak out when you leave the house without a phone now? Like
I feel like I lost my child.
Like, oh yeah, you feel like you lost.
Even
your
though I
child.
really don't know what that feels like, but
so
I feel...
imagine just for a second where just for like a week you didn't have your phone. You know, you didn't know you were gonna get back. You just were. It's gone.
That's scary.
You know, you feel like, oh, what's happening? Like everyone else has their phone, except you can't get one. No one else has. You kind of feel, you just kind of feel like you got severed. You feel like a little piece of you just got cut out. But now it's not terrible. You're not
that's true. That's I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm trying to get maybe a better example, but
no. I think you nailed it on the head. I think what people need to understand is like the scare tactics that are being used in the media and stuff like that, and entertainment. I hate saying in the media, like that's such a freaking cliche saying, but in entertainment land, like it's easy to make us fearful because it's one of the last things that we have in our DNA, and I think that's why they attach themselves to it. Everything is to scare us. Movies are to excite us and to make us fearful. And really, dude, this is my thing with the apocalypse. This is my theory, if you will, on why the apocalypse is not possible. Want to know why? If the apocalypse happens, the elite have nothing to do. If everything is destroyed, they gain nothing. And the game like in America, the game has to continue by keeping people powerful and not powerful, and poverty and not impoverished. Or impoverished? Yeah, that's the word. There needs to be a game. There needs to be a give and take thing.
Yeah. So.
You can't kill everyone and go, hey, we did it, guys! No, you're not doing
things, right? There's like a natural apocalypse, that one that you can
from Mother
say
Nature.
That the elites don't. Yeah, so there's one. I guess we have to just differentiate what we're talking about. What would happen, right? Would it be?
Well, I'm talking about the classic Hollywood bullshit that everyone's afraid of.
Okay,
the whole like Mad Max thing,
nature,
everything's deserty.
Yeah, if it's nature, there's the elites aren't gonna, they can't do anything about that.
Right. But we can't. What I'm saying is, we can't predict what Mother Nature's going to do. If we're going to say the Earth is going to have another ice age, do you really know? Yes, because it's happened in the past, and there's patterns in life. But do you really know? You don't, because we don't know Mother Nature. We're little bits of bacteria walking about on a fucking planet.
And we're only, only so old as a species.
Yeah, we're
and
new.
Earth has been here for quite some time.
Yeah,
so to
Earth
say
knows
that
what it's
we
doing.
know everything, every type of cycle. It's
everyone's using math and all this stuff, dude.
You know a lot though. It's actually a lot has come out. Like, I mean, just in 2014 alone, we've discovered like a lot
of planets, right?
About 20 or 30 times more planets than we did last year.
What's that about?
An
what do you think?
Insane amount more of planets that we found.
What do you think that's about though? Like, do you think that's
just like?
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm burping like a motherfucker right now.
Wait, keep drinking your juice. It'll go away.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. Do you think juice? Do you think do you think that the whole like discovering of planets and stuff like regularly is just like soft prepping us for something new to come about very soon?
No,
By soon, I mean a couple of years.
I think it's the compounded problem now people are actually seeing. I think it's the new conscious direction of us now realizing that we need to get our shit together on this planet.
Yeah.
You know, it's slowly happening. It's kind of like still shaky. Dinosaurs are still in control. But I think this huge push has changed people to accelerate that process.
Yeah.
And it's happened drastically in the past couple of years, at least the past couple of years. So, you know, like ever since, you know, people have just like now had the inception of the idea that we're going to Mars, like creating a Mars colony in, what was it, 2020 or 2015 or
2020 maybe?
Was it? I think it's 2020 is now.
Yeah, 2020 sounds good, right? It sounds really good.
Still too late. But I want it to happen next year, or a couple of years. That's nuts. It's right around the corner. That we're gonna create a new colony on a new planet.
I have issues with that, right?
You know, creating a Mars colony.
Yeah, like I just have issues with that shit. We're not even we pretend like we can go to another planet and like have a human live on. Like come on, dude. We don't go regularly to anywhere. We're using fossil fuel to get places. We're not there yet. People are pretending. People are like, well, we're gonna go to Mars in 2020. Shut up. Not you. No, not you. Not you. Sorry. Yeah. I would. No. I mean, shut up as the person. I would never tell you to shut up. I love you. I love you. You're amazing. You're my sweetie.
Well, like the main problem that they encounter is like, what is cost efficient? It's not cost efficient right now.
No, it's not.
A spaceship going there and coming back.
Yeah.
Like leaving some guys and maybe taking some shit back. Doesn't work. This is a one-time mission. So when they send this ship in, it's going to do two things. One, you're going to launch out a support ship, like a support satellite, that's going to just support in orbit, like around Mars. And what it's going to do is it's going to maybe help.
It's going to flash McDonald's logos.
It's going to help
McDonald's logos and Pepsi logos.
We got to get McDonald's on Mars.
Mars sponsored by McDonald's and Pepsi. McDonald's and Pepsi.
Hey, you know, you may be joking, but the privatization of space, McDonald's could be like the first person to like.
Stop it! That's the devil. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Silliness. But,
that is pretty silly.
But no, it's no joke. Like, you don't think that the private space industry is gonna get there first? Nah, there's a huge push for that. Someone wants to go to space, and you know, it sucks that our money's being just bled out and not enough of it is going to NASA.
Yeah, my biggest issue is our money in the United States of America is being funneled into just war, killing babies, war, more oil, war, killing puppies, war. Like, it's literally nonstop negativity shit, right? There is, because it makes jobs. It provides jobs for so many people. It's just like prostitution. It's just like jails. It's just like making things illegal so that the people that take care of the country, like our police force and our military, can have jobs to do things. And it's a shame that that's where we're at, that we can't just go, enough's a fucking enough. Let's literally just start expanding off of this planet. Let's go to the Z-axis. Let's extend into the sky. Let's build things that are crazy.
There's so much crap up there, you guys.
I know.
Come on. It's like the
infinite.
Best new frontier. It's the most amazing thing in the world.
We need gold. There's a freaking asteroid probably with tons and tons of gold.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about it. Just mine it. Figure it out. Like, stop with this fossil fuel thing. We get it. It makes money. Our cars run on it. But, dude, come on.
You want to hear something cool?
What?
You know SpaceX, right? It's the private space company.
Isn't that the one that's like trying to do like
Elon Musk is like
Yep.
You know, so right there, you know, that's one of the initiatives, the one business that is building and putting forth effort into getting us to space.
Right.
And recently, if you haven't read in the news, we put sanctions on Russia, and we've lost a good space ally, which is. Well, one could look at it as a good thing because now it may create some competition again. But I wish I could give more benefit of the doubt to the human race to actually work together as a team to freaking do this. It's not that hard.
That'd be a fucking miracle.
Oh yeah, well, of course it would. But you know, in the contrary, we're always competitive. It's kind of built into our system. So you know, now that Russia's on the out and doing their own thing, they tweeted at NASA. And they said, Russia suggests that NASA should use a trampoline to get to space if current sanctions pass and all this bullshit.
What?
And no, wait, get this. Then Elon Musk responds to them.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is so funny. He's like fucking, he is Iron Man. He's Iron Man for America. What he just replied with, he replies, this is the tweet, the exact tweet that Russia wrote.
Okay.
After analyzing the sanctions against our space industry, I suggest to the USA to bring their astronauts to the International Space Station using a trampoline.
Wow.
Elon Musk goes, sounds like this might be a good time to unveil the new Dragon Mk2 spaceship that SpaceX has been working on with NASA. No trampoline needed. Cover drops May 29th. All flight design hardware of Crew Dragon, not a mock-up. It's actually a reality. So there's
whoa, pause. There's a freaking vehicle called the Dragon.
Dragon Mk2.
That sounds so badass.
Of course it does.
Oh my god. Yeah. So what do you think that's going to be? Like some crazy spaceship?
I've been looking for plans of the mock-ups and stuff. I think they have some concepts out there, but they're dropping on May 29th. Just wait and see. Ellen will tweet it about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So freaking Iron Man guy. Yeah, good job on you. What is it called again? The Dragon what?
It's the So people want to research this Dragon Mk2 spaceship, and then just like you can go on SpaceX and see if they have anything about it.
That is sick.
I think Ellen was the only one that tweeted about it. I think he kind of leaked it early just to fucking give a
Why not? Why not? Yeah, who cares, right?
Because they're trying to be
Dragon MK2. We're going to pilot the Dragon MK2. We're going to ascend at 100,000 feet in the air in 2 seconds. Ready, go. Like,
well, like think about like just a private mini little spaceship.
Yeah.
Simple enough, small crew, just going back to the moon back.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we go to the moon again? Why not? Why not? Let's just keep doing it. Let's make it so it's super easy.
It's just expensive. The problem now is NASA's restrained, but these private corporations may not be so restrained. And if they get out there with, like, you know, their asteroid mining technologies,
that's what I'm saying. They'll make their money back. Hear this. Ready?
And then you're an Avatar scenario.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's the
now
crazy
they're going to destroy and rape planets for these resources.
I mean, if you think about it, though, like, hey, you know, I work for Chevrolet Mobile and all that stuff. Put a Mobile One logo on that bad boy and give him a little fuel. You know what I'm saying? Right? Mobile One in space, baby.
Mobile One, bitch.
Imagine that. Mobile One in space. And, like, they fund the trips. They don't care because it's ExxonMobil and they have infinite funds. Rockefeller's like, we're going to space. Like, okay. Well, we're going to space, everybody. Hey! And then, like, everyone goes to space. Like, dude, if we start mining asteroids and stuff, that's going to be really, really, really neat because, well, my other thing is it's going to be really, really interesting, too, because people are going to start fighting over this shit. But what's to fight for? It's space. It's infinite.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, where would the competition end when we master space flight? We'd have to...
Should there be competition? I'm gonna throw that at you and see where it lands. Should there be competition, Ian?
Yeah, Jones? I remember we started a discussion on this with how competition in space could lead to just some very dangerous problems if we're not even on the same page as a species on a planet. If we're competing against each other in space, it's going to be like, let's blow each other's awesome technology out of the sky because we don't want them to get there first. It's like you're bringing back, you could haul back an asteroid to have enough diamond and crazy mineral content that would last the planet and fuel the planet for decades, hundreds, centuries maybe.
Yeah.
You know, I think even Neil said there's been asteroids out there just the size of like a mansion that it's like solid, just a solid one resource, like something that's like insane.
I feel like space is like our imagination. If we can envision it, it exists. Yeah. We just have to figure out where to find it.
Yeah.
There's a planet made of diamond. There's a,
oh yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, I remember you telling me that, and I looked it up, and it's totally legit. But that's like something a little like 4-year-old says, like, "Mommy, I like your diamond." Why am I doing kids' voice tonight? This is kind of creepy.
Can we go to the cheese planet?
Yeah, can we go to the cheese planet? By the way, I like diamonds. Can we go to Diamond Planet too?
Like, Dude, everything we think of exists because it's infinite. Like, I want a fire planet. Can there be a planet? Well, sun's not a planet. It's not a planet, though.
It's still close.
You almost got me. I almost thought it was a planet. I was like,
you're a little tricky one.
No, but I was thinking, like, a planet filled with acid. You know, LSD, not acid like acid. You almost died. I'm sorry. Imagine an entire planet filled with acid.
Oh, God.
Where everything on that is just tripping. Everyone there tripping. It rains acid, so every time it rains, people just get high as a kite and just going off into some other vortex dimension.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I got a story. Speaking of LSD and tripping, I have a really interesting story. Whatchamacallit? Let's see. Okay, so I had a crazy dream. All right, and I for the first time ever, ladies and gentlemen, I had an inception. I had a dream inside of a dream. I'm not kidding.
I like those.
I'm not kidding. First time ever. It was lucid. It was very interesting, and it's actually surprising that I remember it to 3 days later. So, I had a really cool talk with a coworker of mine about how we were talking about how when you sleep, it's like your soul leaves your body and goes to a chat room in the sky, and just does crazy shit, right, and whatever. So I had a crazy dream that I woke up. I'm trying to remember it now. I'm going to sound like a crazy person. But in the dream, I was in my old house that I grew up in, and I was hanging out with an old friend of mine, and we were chilling out. And I remember I had to go to the mall for some reason. So I went to the mall, and I drove my Mustang, and I went to the mall, and I parked it, and I knew where it parked, and I was like, all right, this is where it's parked. So I'm going to go into the mall, I'm going to get what I need to get, and I'm going to get out. I ended up going to the mall and getting, kidnapped or something. And then I remember being knocked out. But then I remember waking up and being so tired that I go back to sleep. So I go to sleep in the dream, and I wake up again, and now I'm in this alternate universe with this crazy stuff going on with whatever happened. It was weird. I was seeing really weird stuff. I was seeing really weird beings and people I've never met before, and everyone knew me for some reason. I don't know why. And then I remember snapping out of it, and I was in a bed, but it wasn't my bed in real life. It was a bed in the dream, and I'm like, oh my God, I was sleeping. And then I checked my phone. I look at my phone. By the way, it was Wednesday when I started in the dream. In the dream, I started on Wednesday. I woke up. I'm in my dream again.
Yeah.
On the phone, I look at my phone. It's Monday.
What happened?
After everything was all said and done, after the dream was all said and done, I woke up in real life. I'm not kidding you. I felt like I wasted a week of my life in real life, here, in podcast world, and actual real life, like reality. I felt like I was missing my life for a week. I didn't do anything for a week.
You lost some sort of track of time. Whoa, where did time?
Yeah, I've been through something for a week, and I don't know where it went. I don't know what I did, and I woke up out of it, and it was really, really crazy because I started to think, and I was talking to my coworker about this, who's she's super cool. She was like. I brought up, I'm like, what's the difference between believing in a dream so much that you think it's real and reality? Just because we can feel stuff with our hands, our monkey hands, we can feel stuff, why does that make that real? Why can't dreams be a reality of sorts on a different dimension?
Yeah. And you know how, you talk to people now and, a lot of people are just not dreaming anymore? It's
Yeah, I noticed
you hear about that.
A lot of people are people are like, I don't dream much anymore.
A lot of the creatives still do. When I've talked to everyone here, they usually dream a little bit, everyone's at little certain degrees, right?
Yeah.
And this is great that you brought this up. This is one of my favorite topics to talk about is lucid dreaming, astral projection, dream state in itself, REM cycles, sleeps, and all this stuff. And what does it really do? And not just normal dreaming and sleep state, but lucid dreaming too. And what it actually could be is a powerful tool for any type of creative out there. Actually, any being out there can basically, imagination is the fuel for this. Is really what it's at. Imagination is the goal of history here. It's the goal. And I see culture as an effort to just realize our collective dreams. We push this up. This is what pushes society. This is what pushes our culture to manifest new things into existence.
Yeah.
This is where, how you're making all these crazy drawings, all these great new concepts. Where is this coming from? but it's
I have no idea.
It's pouring out of somewhere, right?
It's coming from somewhere. Yeah.
So we got to do another separate podcast for lucid dreaming in states like this.
Yeah, because it's actually almost 50 minutes right now, which is really coming close to the hour mark, which is crazy because it doesn't feel like that.
I know. Yeah. It's gonna be good. I mean, I have like tons of books on it. I mean, the crazy thing is when I lucid dream a lot, or I try to, or I not just do that, but I mean, I frequently try to meditate as well to just try to get in a very like complete null state.
Yeah.
It's like I compare it to computers almost like with your brain. I feel that the brain is still more sophisticated than a computer. Yeah. It's like clearing your browser cache in your brain.
That's actually a good, really way of thinking about it because it is.
Yeah, and you just start fresh and you're just sharp as a tack. The other thing is when doing lucid dreaming states, I've had experiences where like I've lost track of time. And like days would like I've had experiences where I had experience where it would last weeks of time. I mean, experience all within a short period of time. Like how crazy is that?
That's what I felt. I felt like I lost a week of my life.
You gain some theoretical knowledge out of this when you come out of dream state and you actually recur some of this experience with you. You bring it with you.
Yeah.
That's the goal. If people learned how to do this, I mean, we'll talk about it in depth when I talk about like.
I think that, you know what, the next podcast, let's talk about crazy fucking lucid dreaming shit. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll
start off with that.
And I've got tons of resources too, and I'll maybe give everyone on the podcast who's listening, whoever wants to, delve into it.
No, for sure. Like it, literally, think about it, guys. Listen, everyone who's listening, whoever listens to this, because I think maybe 2 people do, but whatever. I don't care. This is fun. Anyway, think about this for a second. You shut your body off for a couple hours every single night.
Not even a couple hours. Well, you're just talking about dreaming?
And dreaming.
Okay.
And like, have fun with it. Think about this. You have the potential to have a lot of fun with that ability in your body. Like, you literally turn off. Think about this for a second. It's like kind of dying. You turn off and you don't exist for a while. Have fun with it. And that's what my buddy Jones, he is very good at this lucid thing, and have fun with it. You might get something from it. It might give you an idea of what to do in life. It might give you an idea for something to build or create, or just to say to somebody. You might actually think of something to say to somebody that's been like maybe troubling you, or like you want to like approach someone a different way. Just it's something so spectacularly powerful that there's no reason not to, and you do it every day of your life anyway. You might as well have fun with it, and I'm starting to have fun with it, and it's actually kind of cool. It definitely you feel kind of like accomplished, like hey, I did it. It's kind of cool.
And it's not just like you're gonna like when you come out of this state, you're gonna have like the epiphany of like, oh my god, I can build a free energy reactor. I can I can be the next Leonardo. You just got a glimpse of something. You got a glimpse of something that that's been with you for as long as you've lived.
Yeah.
And now that you've gotten it back, you have to retrain yourself. And then, after these experiences, you're going to start, opening up to this creative substance inside of you that's just going to be pouring out. You're going to start thinking clearly. You're going to start coming up with these ideas that you've never even had before. It's just going to come out flowing like you draw on your in your notebook.
You got to listen to them, man. You got to listen to those things that come out of your head. Don't ignore them. Just don't. Like that's the key. Do not ignore the crazy shit that comes out of your head. Exactly. Like I think it's the most important thing for a person to just embrace that stuff. Like if people are feeling stressed and like going through a lot of stuff and they end up having crazy dreams, that's your body trying to deal with that crazy shit that you happen in your third dimensional life. Like think of the way that like wherever you work, whatever you do on a day-to-day basis, that is your third dimensional life. When you lay down in your bed and you close your eyes, you're meditating, believe it or not. You're breathing and you start to hallucinate and you start to see things, and it's a dream, and you feel great and you go places and you learn things. It's a tool more than anything you could ever dream of, and truthfully, it's free. It's freaking free. It just comes out of nowhere and just happens. Listen to it. It's a cool thing. It's not scary. It's actually really cool.
And that's why, like, usually when I tell people to start, like, keep a dream journal. for the people who don't like have a natural knack of remembering a lot from their dreams,
well,
I have
we're
that
built
knack.
like that, right? We're built to forget.
Yeah, exactly. It's almost like a psychedelic experience when you come out of a psychedelic experience, especially a very strong one, no matter what
With
the
like
substance.
DMT or something like that.
Yeah,
Your
it's like
body
coming
just
out of a dream
erases
state,
everything.
and your brain is trying to protect reality. It's like
Yep.
it's like that wasn't really real. Like, well, it doesn't really say this.
It,
Just
well,
like wipes
it
out
doesn't
those
say it's real. It
crazy.
says it doesn't work in this current reality that you live in
Yeah,
right now, so
it's
don't worry
like,
about
yeah,
it. But please
yeah.
remember.
Exactly.
It's just protecting you. That's all it is. Your body is looking out for you, man. Your brain and
Yeah.
your heart is looking out for you. And that's what's cool about it. It's like, it's not out to get you. There's no demons coming after you.
Yeah, this machine's built for this reality, and when you learn to leave those realities, it's going to center you back to square one, which is a good thing. You want to get back to that equilibrium state
Yep.
that people always kind of miss on. Usually when you have those bad days,
It's hard sometimes,
you
dude.
can
Like,
limit that, and you can get into those states where you're on the ball when you get into that zone.
have you had those days where it's just so hard to like refocus and recenter yourself, man?
Oh, of course. I'm human like everyone else. That happens. Even, especially when I don't meditate.
Yeah.
For sure. Especially, and I like goof up at work or something happens, something stupid, anything.
Yeah, I have the same thing. Like, I'm known in the office that I work at as like kind of just a little explosive at times, but I blame my Italian heritage on that. But no, but really, like, what I've come to terms with is I'm starting to grow into myself, and by what I mean by that is being mindful of my actions and how I talk to people and how I see things and how I approach situations. And I think that's the most important thing as people is to, like, if you're having a really stressful day, no one else knows what you're going through, but I'm sure they're going through their other stressful things as well. Either someone died, or someone, or you have no money, or something is lost that you want back, or someone's not talking anymore, and that makes you sad. And the biggest thing to realize is that you're human, just like everyone else, and you're going through the same stuff as everyone else, just on a different wavelength. And you have to accept that. And when you accept it, you allow people's problems to not bother you, and it actually helps to talk to other people and to talk it out with other people. If someone's going through a loss in their family or something, like, just talk it out. It's okay. It happens, and I'm literally going through that as we speak, like in real life. I'm going through a lot of things in my head, and it helps to just talk and don't be afraid to share. You don't have to share everything. You don't have to say everything, but just know that we're all going through it together. And that's the beautiful thing about this, is that we're all in it together. Like you said, we're human. You know what I mean? It's okay to be a little crazy sometimes because we're just human.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're working out all different sorts of problems, and a lot of other people have more than you and I, and
there are a lot of people with more problems.
We also more on target with things as well. Also, I kind of wanted to end this podcast on. I was looking for my
on a happy note because we're being all depressive and shit.
Before,
let's talk about puppies. Puppies are adorable.
I wanted to share one of my early out-of-body experiences, which I wrote down immediately after it happened.
I kind of remember this. I think you might have shared this.
I think I might have shared it with you.
Yeah, but go on.
I'll just read it because I wrote. It's like
Oh.
how I wrote this is it was even like every line is like crazy, just like bits of code or something that occurred. So here was the first one. It shouldn't take.
So this is your outer body experience.
They call them OBEs, or some people call it astral projection or whatever. I call.
What are you, hippie? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Damn hippie. So here's what it starts here. So I had a strong OBE last night. Last night I meditated hardcore and had a really, really strong astral projection OBE. So I was sort of in an out-of-control dream state. Basically, you're in a dream state that you don't control, but you're conscious in. You ever had those type of moments?
Where you dream, but you're, like, controlling it?
No, you're in a dream, you're dreaming. You're very conscious of what's going on, but you're not in full control.
Oh, no. That's actually the majority of my dreams.
It's almost like you're going, like, through the flow of things. You're just, like,
you're allowing everything
to
happen.
Movie.
Yeah. No. That's actually how I dream. I dream like that.
Okay,
I'm aware I'm in a dream, but I let everything happen.
And this is great. So this is what happened. So then, through this crazy dream, I'm like in a party talking, like random shit's happening or whatever, and all these people
Doing
around.
some blow.
So then I finally kind of get in a focused state within the dream state and become self-aware that I'm in this dream. You know, it's like watching a movie and you're thinking it's real, and then you're going, wait a minute,
and you
this
spot
is a
the
movie.
camera, and you're
Yeah,
like, wait a second.
You can't freak out. You have to be like, you have to play cool. Like, you know, like the usher's behind you, and he's like, hey, get down. You know, like,
that's really cool.
It's true. No, because
wow.
you know, that excitement and that crazy self-awareness can awaken. So there's a threshold that you know, a lot of this comes from you know, from my experiences. So I hopefully can help others achieve these states.
So basically, you play it cool. You're aware that you're in a dream. You play it cool.
I'm like okay, like I'm like in the party, kind of just talking to myself, going like, oh my god,
you're the crazy guy.
I'm not here right now. So I felt too deep, in other words. So like, you know, when I caught myself, so I willpowered myself to catch this. So when I caught myself, I knew it. I'm like, oh, okay, I got this. So in my mind's eye, like in my own mind's eye, I ejected my body away from the dream state. And immediately, everything vanished. The movie's gone now. I was immersed in completely white light. And this is the moment where I know I'm heading in the right spot. And I can show you visually what I was seeing, because it's like, I call it the gateway to get into the control state. Okay. I start seeing geometry and eyeballs.
Oh my god, you're getting it.
No, I know. Oh no, that's where I'm like, I know, I got it. Like, this is it. This is because I've had an early experience before. Maybe I'll share in another podcast when I was very, very young and I saw this. But anyway, so I was immersed in this like white light, and there's like a golden ring I was flying towards, almost a golden-y ring. And I'm like, yes, that familiar feeling that I had like when I was really young, and I knew that I was on the right track. So I kept concentrating really hard. I'm like, okay, keep going towards that ring. Keep going towards that ring. Don't let these distractions get to you. Just keep going towards that ring. So I kept going, and I lost all sensation of my body and what was known to me. After a bit of heading towards this ring, the light started to fade, and I started to hear wind whipping past my ears. Like, literally.
And this is in your dream.
That this feels real now. Like, I have full control. I feel like right now, like I'm standing in this room, like something affecting me physically. That strong of a visual, like that strong of a sensation.
Yeah.
So the light vanished, and I was flying above this alien world. Like, I mean, it didn't look like Earth, but it had trees and water, and like, you know, it looked like a habitable planet. Like, basically, you know, you know, it looked like Earth. It just, I knew it wasn't. Like, I could tell.
Yeah.
So it was very beautiful, though. Oases, marshes, meadows. I can clearly, like, almost draw this planet just because of how, like, vivid it was. It was insane. Hard to a little bit describe because it was a little more alien-like. Very lush and green, very perfect green grass. So I'm like, holy shit, I did it. And I'm flying around, and I'm literally full aware of myself, complete control. So I skydive down and land on an open patch of grass. Now this is the fun part, because now it's just like all whatever I want to experience, but in this great almost like oasis, I just didn't want to leave. So I see all these little critters and animals I've never seen before, all completely new, like never seen them before, never even seen them in a movie.
A bunch of Pokemon everywhere, a bunch of
like,
Pikachus.
I seriously can't make this up. I saw this thing that looked like a badger, squirrel, fox with a weird tail. That's what I wrote down.
Whoa.
Yeah, I saw this big insect-looking bird thing that looked like it was a dragonfly, crow / monkey combined. The best I could describe it, I wrote LOL.
You're like laughing in your own notes because you're so freaking out of it.
So
that's crazy.
Most of this is fuzzy, but I mean, this is when I'm writing, and most of trying to retain most of it as soon as I landed. So I was like, yes. I'm so happy because I was fully lucid. I hit the sweet spot, and I'm right here. And I told myself, okay, don't give yourself into awe. Don't give yourself into awe. Like, don't get yourself out of it.
Don't bite the apple.
So I stopped getting excited, because that's like one of the things that'll definitely pop you out of the experience. And then I started breathing. I'm like, okay, calm down and start focusing on breath. Get back into that blissful state. It helped me control the state even better.
Yeah.
So I get back in. I'm like, all right, this is great. So now I'm just like walking around all cool and collect, like, you know, I'm here.
Dude, I'm so with you right now. I can visualize it in my head right now. This is crazy.
So I was like, geez, this is so fucking awesome right now. Like, and everything was super positive. Like, nothing negative. It was like, well, of course, you're not even dealing with any, you know, you're not dealing with any other humans around. There's no like buildings, no nothing. Completely open nature. These animals are completely just walking around me like I'm freaking Snow White. They're not even they don't even care like what I'm doing. They're just doing their own thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And they're all like happy eating and running around or whatever. And I felt like I was just gaining youth being there. Like I hit that part of it like a good spot. Like I felt good. Like almost like years were shutting off.
And you're in like right now another world in your dream.
Yeah. And now I'm almost about to finish this up. And the sheer wisdom seeing things that are not even known to this earth is just mind-boggling, I wrote. It's like throw yourself out of work this very instant and bam, welcome to Avatar. There are other things that sort of went on that are still fuzzy to me. I'm still trying to train my mind to retain some of these experiences. I'm going to be writing down more soon. That's what I finished down.
Wow.
See if there's actually any more. Yeah, that's it. End of note. That was one experience.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I can help you like achieve these things. This is one of the coolest things that a lot of people just, forgot about doing.
It's like better than any freaking video game console ever because it's free
God.
And it happens in your head.
It's free and it happens in your head. No one's charging me any
Yeah. Fuck you, subscription fees. You can suck it, Netflix, bitch.
Can't throttle my brain.
For real, right? You're using too much bandwidth in the dream state. We're gonna have to fox you.
We're gonna have to back you down.
That's crazy to think about. That might actually happen one day. All right. Anyway, we gotta wrap it up because it's turned into an hour, and my hard drive's gonna be like crying.
That was a good one.
Oh, really good. We went everywhere.
Follow us on Jones and Gangi at twitter.com.
Please. Talk to us! Oh my god! No, I'm just kidding.
Get us
Not
on
for real,
Facebook,
though.
fools.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. Just go to jagcast.net. It'll bring you to Facebook, and then you go from there. It's very simple, and you'll see what we do.
Hell yeah. Well, it's good talk.
Yeah, man, it was fun. Hope everyone enjoyed it, and hope you have a very safe Friday night, and drink lots if you're drinking, and say I love you to a special somebody, and, have fun. Don't forget to dream. Don't be afraid to dream. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.